Welcome to Good News to Go. I'm Mabel.
And I'm Ren.
And we're bringing you the brightest stories from around the globe.
This week, an incredible breakthrough for the hearing impaired.
And the most premature baby in the world made it to his first birthday.
Flint, Michigan finally has clean water, and a whale survives 6 hours onshore.
And Meta's made a magical wristband that can read your forearm signals. So 5 fast, feel-good stories. So today's story is from Iowa, where baby Nash was officially named the most premature baby ever to survive, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, and he just celebrated his first birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, baby Nash. So he was born at just 21 weeks of gestation, which is a staggering 133 days early.
Crazy.
And he weighed a mere 10 ounces, which is less than a can of soda.
Yeah, doctors thought he had a 0% chance to live, but he defied the odds. So he had 6 months in the NICU, support from an amazing medical team, and super strong parents, so he pulled through.
Now at age 1, Nash does still need oxygen support, a feeding tube, and he wears hearing aids. But other than that, he is thriving. He's rolling over. He's starting to stand. He enjoys educational toys and outfits. And apparently his favorite treat is whipped cream style cake, and his doctors approve.
And his parents apparently nicknamed him Nash Potato, which
so
is really cute. And he's just inspired so many families facing tough medical journeys.
Meta just surfaced a wristband that reads your muscle signals and turns them into commands. So like if you're swiping your fingers in midair or tracing letters like on your body, or you can like tap your thumb and forefinger to open an app, so there's no screens, no wires.
It's so crazy. This was designed inside Meta's reality labs, and basically 48 dry electrodes pick up electrical signals from your forearm when you like intend to move, so even before actual movement. And then AI trained on tens of thousands of people, and that helped it generalize to new users.
That literally sounds like magic to me. And they actually tested it on people with spinal cord injuries, and even those with full hand paralysis still have tiny forearm signals, and the band can pick those up and transform that intention into computer control.
So apparently this bracelet works on Bluetooth connection, and its translation of human handwriting movements to text is pretty fast. It's done at a speed of 20.9 words per minute, which is just like 16 fewer than the average mobile phone user speed, so that's pretty close.
And this could roll out in just a few years, and I could see it being truly life-changing. I mean, hands-free control, like think of the accessibility.
Yeah, think of like flipping through browser tabs, launching apps, or typing a message, all with like ghost gestures. So Flint, Michigan finished replacing 11,000 lead pipes, concluding activists' decade-long effort to secure clean water.
I mean, do you remember growing up hearing about this? Like this was, because Wisconsin was so close to Michigan, I remember being so scared. To give you all background in case you don't remember, Flint's water crisis began in 2014 when a cost-cutting switch from Detroit to the Flint River water system caused lead to leach into the aging pipes and then get into the home's like water supply, and it exposed tens of thousands of people to toxic water.
And so finally, after years of activism, legal battles, relentless pressure led by local residents and organizations like the ACLU in Michigan and NRDC, a 2017 settlement required Flint to replace lead service lines at zero cost.
I guess not everybody is celebrating yet, and that's understandable. I mean, they, I guess, have missed homes with this operation. Some residents have opted out, and just the broken trust from over a decade of this.
But Flint's journey has inspired a national push, so the EPA now mandates replacement of roughly 9 million lead pipes nationwide within the next decade, and that includes billions in federal funding to prevent future crises.
Well, next up, an incredible leap in hearing science is allowing kids and even adults to hear their first sounds ever.
Yeah, so around 200,000 people around the world are deaf due to a mutation in a gene called OTOF. So this trial delivered a working version basically of that gene to the inner ears of 10 people aged 1 to 24 that were born with a specific hereditary deafness.
And the result was incredible. All 10 patients regained hearing with noticeable improvements in as little as a month. And by 6 months, the average hearing thresholds dropped from virtually deaf to being able to have normal conversations.
Participants included like a 7-year-old girl who went from hearing just silence to holding daily conversations with her mom. She was starting to hear rain and voices and more. And some people even regained music appreciation.
What I really love about this hearing story and the last story about the Flint water crisis are these are things so many of us just take for granted, the ability to hear or have clean water. And this reminds us to be grateful while we can celebrate the wins of other people.
And our last story is, of course, an animal one, and it's from Soldovia, Alaska, where a community helped save a beached whale against all odds.
Yeah, a 15-foot minke whale washed ashore on the McDonald Spit during low tide, possibly disoriented from the toxic algal blooms. But officials say that a whale out of water can perish in as little as 10 to 20 minutes from sun exposure or just suffocation.
But what's crazy is that this whale got 6 hours. So while waiting for help, about 15 locals formed a bucket brigade and started pouring seawater onto the whale's underbelly and then rocking towel wrappings to shield it from the sun and dryness.
That is seriously crazy. I had no idea a whale could survive at all outside of the water. And I guess the environmental coordinator for the Soldovia village tribe, who was there on the scene helping rescue the whale, said it was his first live whale rescue in 10 years.
And even though the whale was scratched and thrashing from the rocky beach, its blowhole faced the sea, which is what gave it a chance in the first place. And as the tide rose, the whale righted itself and just floated free. And it was later spotted swimming and spouting in a nearby bay.
Wow.
And that's a wrap for this week's Good News to Go. I really want that Meta Wristband.
Me too. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
See you next week for more Good News to Go.